Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, joined by Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler at the University of Virginia, producer Zach, the best executive producer in the game, is with us as well. We got a live audience with our friend Jordan here watching the Knicks game. Jordan, thanks for coming along today. You'll see some reactions as we go along here. Yeah, Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. That's what we got to have here. So maybe some reactions during this live stream of the NFL schedule release as the Knicks. I believe that they're going to need a light comeback attempt. Down 13. We're comfortable there, though.
They're
in
used
Boston.
to that.
We're comfortable.
I mean, they belong
Boston,
here, right? It's just what they do.
So this is a good spot for them. And as the comeback goes on, you'll see it in live time here. So
can I ask Paul, are pigs flying tonight? Because Zach is not in his neon outfit.
No, you see,
he's in his.
Can we cut to producer Zach, or does the camera still not?
No,
work?
I once again ordered the wrong piece of equipment.
Miami Dolphins
the right
hoodie.
one after that.
Producer Zach looks great. Zach, you want to show yourself to everyone right here? I actually really like the sweatshirt Zach has, and Zach, fairly touching too. Zach said it was the last gift that Zach's grandmother got was this Dolphins jersey right here. So that's very nice.
I do want to go.
It's not a jersey, first of all.
I want to go to a Dolphins game this year with Zach. See one of the nicest stadiums in the world.
What is it? A Mount Rushmore stadium?
One of the Mount Rushmore stadiums.
So here's how it's going to work today. We're going to get to a segment where Ziggy's going to predict each NFC North schedule, okay? That's going to be a lot of fun. But to up the stakes here, as you can see, we have 4 shot glasses on top of the helmets. Now, a Wednesday night we're recording this? We got work.
Jack Weinberger. One shot takes him out. We saw that in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing.
There's more than one shot.
I'm wearing the Stadium View shirt. I did not mean to actually be wearing that. Hopefully that goes unnoticed. Other than me shouting it out.
What does that say? The top Green Bay.
I can wear Green Bay material. I can wear Green Bay material. I don't need to. I'm not a.
That's a slippery slope. Oh yeah, I can put on as much Green Bay stuff as I want. Just it's not the Packers, guys.
It doesn't say Packers. I'm a big fan of Stadium View. That's a great spot. But we have 4 shot glasses here. Here's how it's going to work. Ziggy will predict the schedule. But before he does, Jack and I will share how many games we think Ziggy will predict the Packers, Vikings, Lions, and Bears will win. And whoever comes further away has to take the shot. So we will have rooting interest. Ziggy will have no idea. He'll take off his headphones and we'll tell the listener what
I actually have no idea.
He doesn't know. He has no idea.
The show.
Oh, yeah. That would be way too much planning for us. So we're going to do that. And there are... What do we have? We have whiskey in here. So
for Telemordu shots.
If anyone wants to have whiskey with us on a Wednesday night.
Free ad there.
Ugh. No, that's okay. That's okay.
My bad.
All right. Before we get into that, real quick, we just want to highlight some of the key takeaways from the NFL schedule, which just released.
Real quick, we want to say if you're enjoying the content we're putting out, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. We're interested in knowing how you think your team's going to do. We're going to try and cover as many teams as we can, by which I mean like 5. But we'll be covering more schedules. We'll be covering these general reacts. So share what you think. You know, we're closing in on 19,000. And 19,000 is 95% of the way to 20,000. You still have a chance to get in on the ground floor of the Paul Farrington Show. All right, there's lightning outside, by the way. There's thunder. My power could go out at any moment.
And it's pouring rain here, too.
How is it always thundering and lightning
I don't know, but it's a thunderstorm every day of the week for like 2 weeks.
Do you know the thing about North Jersey here? It's either freezing cold, you can't be outside, or when it's warm, it's pouring rain. Like, we might get a couple nice days in July.
Oh, I think we get nice days.
But
we've had like 5 or 6 nice days in a row.
It is asking for a lot to get like back-to-back sunny days.
All right.
Okay,
but
so
in any case, general reactions.
The general reaction real quick here
Ziggy?
to the schedule. Week 1. Now, here's what we'll go over. Week 1, I'll share the Thanksgiving and Christmas Day games, then we'll get moving on here with the predictions and the heavy drinking. So, week 1, we open with Cowboys at Eagles. As far as home openers go, I think that's a pretty solid choice by the NFL. Dak Prescott's return, going back to Philly. Friday night, remember last year in Brazil, we had the Packers and the Eagles. This year, we get the Chiefs and the Chargers. One opportunity for Justin Herbert and company to open the year with the statement, trying to take away the AFC West from the Chiefs, who've won it, 7, 8, 9 years in a row now? It's getting ridiculous in that division. A great opportunity for them early on. And then we're littered with other really fun games here. Well, you might be at Steelers-Jets week 1, right?
100% I'll be there, yeah.
Steelers-Jets week 1 will be a lot of fun. So Jack will not be on. Actually,
that first week I will not be on.
That's 1 o'clock. Actually, you can make it back for the 7:30 show.
Depends how hammered I get.
Yeah, Jack will be on for week 1.
That'll be a Steelers home game.
Lions at Packers as the 4:30 game of the week. Texans at Rams. Ravens at Bills Sunday Night Football. And then, of course, Vikings at Bears on Monday night for J.J. McCarthy's debut. I think all those are a ton of fun. And Ben Johnson's debut. Those are all great job for the NFL week 1 once again. We had a great one
I was
last
really
year.
disappointed with the week 1 last year. I mean, obviously
What do you-
Ravens
what?
Chiefs was good and Packers Eagles was all right, but I felt like there weren't a lot of exciting divisional matchups week 1 last year. Like Jets 49ers was terrible. Like I prefer divisional matchups week 1, so I'm happy that this year there's a ton of really exciting divisional games. Like you said, Philly Dallas, the NFC North games. Like that gets me a lot more excited. And you still got like the marquee non-divisional matchup in like Buffalo Baltimore. So I like this week 1 a lot more.
I'm excited for Philly Dallas just to see this George Pickens, CD Lamb Dallas team come on the road to Philly now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see their first game, and it being at Philly is incredible.
It's some good opportunities for teams that we're kind of expecting the Eagles. I wouldn't say run away with the NFC East because a lot of us like the Commanders. We're a little higher on the Cowboys than most, but a lot of these teams here with an opportunity for an early statement to begin their season. Ravens Bills is going to be a great Sunday night football game. Whenever you have any of the Lamar, Allen, Mahomes games. Those are a ton of fun.
Rematch from the playoffs last year, too.
Yeah, and then we go ahead to Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving games. Packers at Lions. Another Packers and Lions here on our schedule. Chiefs at Cowboys and Bengals at Ravens. I'm happy to see some competitive. Hopefully, these will be competitive Thursday games because to me, Thanksgiving. Well, we had Giants, Cowboys last year. Feels like every year that game
last
sucks.
year that Giants, Cowboys, Bears at Detroit, and Miami at Green Bay probably weren't going to be great games.
Yeah, this feels like there's some promise with these ones here. We'll try and have reactions to these as well. It's a little difficult when you have, I don't like my team playing on Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Oh,
personally.
last year when Pittsburgh played KC on Christmas, I wasn't not a huge fan of that at all.
No, I mean they're gonna keep doing it. It just makes way too much money. And we go Christmas. We have Cowboys at Commanders, Lions at Vikings, Broncos at Chiefs. So we see the Lions here both playing Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. Cowboys as well, and the Chiefs as well.
So Chiefs Chiefs too have Thanksgiving.
So
and Christmas
Chiefs,
there.
Lions, and Cowboys are all on Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, which is it's a lot of fun in some ways because if it's after your family activities, then you can sit down and just watch the game. But if it's the early game and you're in the middle of like gifts with your family or having dinner, that to me it's
you're with your family instead of watching football. What kind of sports media producer are you?
I'm liking that Chiefs at Cowboys game on Thanksgiving.
Chiefs
that,
and Cowboys.
That one catches my eye there. Yeah.
Okay, and then last but not least here, just for everyone in the chat, after we do the schedule predictions, if anyone has some questions, drop them in here, and we'll try to get to as many as we can for a little bit at the end of the show.
I'm going to make a little Q&A here where you can put your questions in.
Okay, so let's hop in here.
If you donate $50, we'll look at your team's schedule and just...
Yeah, you donate $50, we'll do your team schedule game by game.
You donate $100, we'll look at the Packers schedule.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so again, here's how this is going to work. Ziggy's going to take off his headphones and look away. Jack and I are going to show and say to the camera how many wins we think the Packers will have this year. Ziggy then predicts the schedule game by game, and whoever comes furthest away does a little shot.
So we're just saying our numbers to start.
We're going to say our numbers.
Yeah, and then we're going to go through, and it's going to be a little bit of live action.
And I'm just going to say, like, this has whiskey
Yes,
in
this
it.
is,
We're
this
not.
is
I don't want to do this.
we have witnesses. There's whiskey in these shot glasses.
All right.
Although pretty
You guys
smart,
ready?
smart of Paul to put them in glasses. You can't really see what's in them.
No, but there
But
is.
we're
there
telling
is
we're
whiskey
telling
in
the
that.
truth.
Okay, Ziggy, take off your headphones and look away.
Take off something else too, Ziggy.
Yeah. All right. I got 11 for the Packers.
I got 11 also.
Okay.
So-
All right. So for this, what
Go
we're
over
going to do,
how this works. Yeah.
if since we picked the
good?
same number, yes, you're good. Well, he shouldn't be able to hear us. You're good.
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
Did you hear our numbers, Ziggy?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So here's what
I said we good just to announce that I was about to come back.
we had the same number. So for the sake of this, if we get the number right, neither of us take a shot. If we get it wrong, I guess
Both
we
of
both
us.
take a shot. Unfortunately, this is the only one I think we had the same number for.
This number Ziggy will also have.
I think so.
I think
This
he will-
feels good.
Yeah, this
All right.
feels like the number.
All
So
right.
we're doing Green Bay.
Let's do
Yes,
it. Green
let's
Bay,
do
Ziggy. So I'll bring it over to you. Week 1.
Hey, producer, can we throw up the graphic?
Oh, look at that. Some live producing from Ziggy here.
Good stuff. Hey,
Week
works the team.
1, hosting the Lions for the Packers.
So I like this Lions team a lot this year, but I think anytime you lose both your coordinators, you're going to get off to a slow start. The Packers have a lot of continuity. I'm taking Green Bay to win Week 1, especially at home.
All right, 1-0. Then they host the Commanders, back-to-back home games for Green Bay.
Commanders are a good team, Packers are a very good team. I think they're going to put away the Commanders without a whole lot of trouble. I'm taking the Packers defense over the Commanders defense.
He'll have 15 wins.
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
Packers.
We may have lowballed this. Week 3 at the Browns.
What do you think?
I think they'll win
It's
that
a win.
game.
The Browns
Yeah.
might be playing their third quarterback that game. Yeah, Green Bay by 1 million.
So
What's
if
the
Green
line,
Bay-
20 and a half.
The Dylan Gabriel coming out party that day, perhaps.
If Green Bay starts off with wins over Detroit, wins over the Commanders, and then the Browns, they should win that game. But if they're 3-0 with those 2 NFC wins,
I mean,
we might quit our jobs to cover it with the
they're
amount of
probably
people who will be
favored in
excited.
those 3, aren't they? The 2 hard games at home and then the Browns.
I don't know.
Well, the thing about this Packers schedule, and we'll get there, it gets tough down the stretch. I like their opening, but it gets a whole lot harder.
Still though, beating Detroit and the Commanders, you're taking down what 2 of the top 4 teams or 2 of the top 4 competitors for you if you're the Packers, leaving out the Eagles and probably the Rams. I think
They'll
would
be a
my
home
other one.
favorite over Washington.
All right, so 3-0, Ziggy, heading to Dallas on Sunday Night Football.
I like Dallas. I think the Packers are going to do to Dallas on the road what they did to Dallas last time on the road. I got the Packers winning this game.
I had Dallas in that one.
4-0 here. Okay, Week 5 is their bye. Week 6, they are hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll probably be the game of the week at 4:30.
A Week 5 bye is unfortunate. You don't want to bye this early. The whole NFC North, besides Detroit, has a very early bye, which is unfortunate. I think the Bengals are a top 5 team in football. I think their offense is unstoppable. The Green Bay Packers take their first loss of the season against the Bengals.
Yeah, Ziggy, you love
He loves
the Bengals.
He won't, but that's the thing. He won't say he loves the Bengals.
You're a Bang. No, he will.
Oh,
no,
I
no, 'cause
love the Bengals.
Oh, yeah,
No,
he
but
will.
they'll come on after. Like they'll beat the Packers and they'll be like, you know what?
No, they
Season's
beat
over.
Green Bay, starting Jordan Love. No, I love the Bengals.
All right, so you got 4-1 going into Week 7 at the Arizona Cardinals. That's another 4:30 game.
He loves the Cardinals still.
He is a Cardinals.
He's a Cardinals guy.
All right,
No,
we're-
I don't have the Cardinals winning this game. I think the Cardinals are a decent team. I just think I was a little bit too high on them last season. The Cardinals have a lot to prove. The Packers don't have as much to prove. It's a Packers W.
All right, so 5-1 for Green Bay going into Week 8 at the Steelers Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, what am I
you
supposed
know-
to take? Primetime Mason Rudolph, primetime Will Howard, primetime 45-year-old Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, fat chance.
You know
Green
who
Bay
wins this game.
one.
You know who wins that game.
6-1.
TJ Watt will probably be out for the season at that point.
6-1 hosting the Carolina Panthers in Week 9.
What, Bryce Young is supposed to come to Lambeau Field and win? Seriously?
All right,
No.
7-1 hosting the Eagles Monday Night Football Week 10.
I can't, in
number
good
here.
conscience, pick the Packers with the Eagles coming off a bye here.
Monday Night Football.
Packers fans will know this is the Milwaukee Gold Package game, so it's going to be Eagles fans up and down the aisles. The Eagles will be coming off a bye. I think the Eagles are the best team in football. Packers aren't winning this one. I'm sorry.
All right, so here
I
we
have-
go, 7-2.
I have Green Bay in that game, by the way.
That game will be a Week 10. We're entering November. That will be one where if the Packers win it, a lot of opinions will start to change on their potential going to the
I
whole
don't think
stretch.
so. I think that
think so.
people are going to be high on the Packers after their Week 2 pair of victories, and they're going to stay high.
Look, if you're 7-1, obviously you're going to have a lot of people who are high on you. But if you,
But
I
people
think
will
that
say they're
that
frauds
test,
when they lose to the Eagles.
yeah, that test is the Eagle game right there.
I
to
think
a
between
lot of people.
Detroit and Washington, weeks 1 and 2, people are like, oh, this team's good.
No, they're good. They're good.
But
But
that was weeks 1 and 2. It was a new coordinator Detroit team. It was just the Commanders.
generic name goes Ziggy's going to have the Packers winning the Super Bowl. Week 11 at the Giants, 1 o'clock.
Week 11 at the Giants.
You know who
1
wins.
o'clock.
Come on. Jackson Dart. Come
I'm
on.
not sure Jackson Dart will be starting. If he is, bully for the Packers. They win this one.
Okay, that's 8-2.
The Giants should beat the Packers.
Week 12, they host the Minnesota Vikings at 1 o'clock. I mean, come on, Ziggy. You know, J.J. McCarthy goes in there and plays big when it matters.
Not at home, he doesn't.
We're-
This one's going to Green Bay.
I think we're cooked.
Green Bay?
This
Okay.
one's going to Green Bay.
So that's 9-2. No, we're okay.
That's 11. So there's
Week 13.
6 games left.
Thanksgiving at the Lions.
That's gotta
Thanksgiving
be
at
a
the
loss.
Lions. I said I think Detroit's going to get a slow start of the coordinators. I think they've got it figured out at this point.
Good.
I think Detroit wins this game.
Good.
9-3.
I had the same thing.
Well, and at the end here, we'll see who Ziggy has winning the division. Week 14, hosting the Bears. The last time they played, the Bears won.
They're not losing to the Bears at home.
Yeah, I don't think
two,
so
two,
either.
2 seasons in a row.
That'll be 10-3 going to Denver for a 4:25 game on December 14th.
You know, going to Denver, I think this could be a tough one. I feel very good about this Broncos team. I've actually got the Broncos
Yes,
winning.
that was one we were
huge. Yes,
relying
that's
on there.
huge.
I'm not 100% sure.
I
I think that game could go either way. Traveling to Denver is tough. You know, this is like anytime you're traveling across the country, it's difficult. I think Denver's a tough place to play. Bo Nix will be clicking. I think this is going to be a loss.
I think that the Broncos are coming into this year as one of the most overrated teams in football. I don't think these guys are all that good.
The Broncos are good.
They made the playoffs last year with a rookie quarterback.
Bo Nix is a good
I
quarterback.
think they're an overrated team. Remember us watching the Bo Nix game? Remember we were sitting there, you were laughing out loud watching him play.
That's before he got good.
I like Bo too. I think I'm not trying to make fun of him.
He's gonna get better at football. Sean Payton, year 2, they improved the team around him. Like, you're acting like this Broncos team was terrible last year, but they weren't.
No. I think the Broncos are an okay team, but they're being overrated coming into the season.
I'm not predicting them to like win the division, but I think they can absolutely beat a competitive team at home.
Sure. At the Bears, week 16.
I've got this as a Green Bay loss. Don't tell me why I think this. Don't even ask me why I think this. But sometimes you just know.
There's 2 games left.
This Bears team, I like them. I don't think this is the same old Bears. I think they will be able to split against Green Bay just like they did last year. I think Soldier Field's going to be rocking. I think this is the most excited these fans are going to be. I think Ben Johnson will have figured out what to do with this offense at that point. I got the Bears winning.
Let us know in the comment section if you're happy with that prediction
Bears-
from Ziggy there.
We might have just lost all our viewers.
The Bears will be 2-13 at that point.
Now, week 17, the Packers are 10-5. They go to Baltimore. Time TBD on that game. I'm sorry, they host Baltimore. Time TBD on that
This is
game.
massive who he picks
That
here.
could be a primetime game. I think they're losing to the best team in the AFC North. They're not losing to the second best team in the AFC North. At home in a must-win spot, because I think this is going to be the race for the division at this point. I think Green Bay is able to get it done against Baltimore.
So 11 wins with one game
11 and
left.
5 with one game
left.
At the Minnesota Vikings.
What is it?
Yeah, that's a Green Bay W.
No!
The Vikings are not losing. Or they're not winning that game.
Oh,
It's
come
Week 18.
on.
Minnesota's coming to town.
No, we're hosting them.
Yeah, no, the Green Bay's coming to Minnesota. Like, no, I absolutely do not think that
The Vikings won't play spoiler. They won't play spoiler at that point.
Division's on the line. Green Bay steps up when it matters. They finished the season at 12-5.
You know what our number was, Ziggy?
It was 11.
Yeah, it was 11.
Yeah.
You said it was 11 at the start of the segment.
What?
Jack did. He
Did
let
I?
it slip very early on. If you go back and watch it.
Oh, I let it slip.
Whatever.
But it didn't matter.
All right.
I'm not
All right,
changing
Jack,
it.
we-
had him
we
down
I
as
thought there
12.
was no way I said 11.
I don't think you said it. I think
said we have the same number.
Someone go back and listen. I think.
No, it was later. After like 2 or 3, he
I
was
think Ziggy may have
counting, and
cheated.
he's like, we need to get to 11.
Ziggy may have cheated. I don't know. Well, who knows? Ziggy's locked
I
in
don't
his
think I
pick.
said
Here
that.
we go. Here we go.
Regardless, it doesn't matter.
All right. So
I had him at 12.
this is
Wait,
really
Let me
bad.
open up my iced tea.
All right. So we gotta do one shot here. I thought we had it. I really thought we had
I
it.
need a chaser.
Okay. Oh, this
But
is
yeah, for the record,
gross.
somebody says
Cheers.
it's true. I have them splitting with the Bears and sweeping the Vikings.
That's okay. That's okay.
Not bad.
That's okay. Look, we're not real men here. At least I'm willing to take a little sip of this
I mean, why are there 2 shots there instead of 4?
because we just took 2.
We had the same number, so we both got it
So
wrong.
you'll pour more if we need to, right?
Yeah.
If we need to, yeah, we're going to have to.
Okay,
pour
good.
more.
I mean, we have,
I
now
think
we
there
don't
should
have.
be a bonus round for NFC
Okay.
North winner.
I don't know.
I think all of our numbers now are different.
Okay,
Probably too
okay.
late,
Ready?
but-
We're gonna. Hopefully, people enjoyed that because we got 3 more of those to go.
We don't need the. Are we flashing up the
We'll-
papers?
We can flash them up for this. All right, Ziggy, ready? Ready? Look away. Take off your headset. We're doing the Detroit Lions now.
Oh, Lions.
Yeah,
back in
I
5.
got. Oh no! We both have. Oh, all right, put it down. Put it down. Oh,
right, we
come
good?
on. Wait, take them off for 1 second.
Yeah, off.
All right, so we both have 11 again. That screws us.
That's right,
Oh.
but the next 2 are different.
Okay.
I know the next 2 are different.
Okay. All right. Oh, this is gonna be a
We good?
problem. Yeah, we're
Yes,
good.
We're good.
Our boy-
Okay. All right.
Real quick, our boy Cameron wants to know, what are we drinking, boys?
Tell them we're due.
We're
Oh,
drinking.
did you have
Wait.
picked the same number again?
Yes, we have the same number.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think you'll have the same number too. I mean, great football minds think
This
alike.
is horrible. All right. Yeah, we're joining.
This show is gonna fall
Tell
off
them
the
we're due.
rails.
Okay.
We've
Okay.
got about 200 people in here. We appreciate all of you that are here. I will say this. I think the schedule gods were angry at Green Bay. You've got a week 5 bye. You got that 7-8 East Coast, West Coast. 3 of your final 4 games are on the road. Your 2 most important games of the entire season are Milwaukee Gold Package games. Like, that is just unfortunate.
This guy Clee is talking. Clee Torres is talking a lot of shit here about the chaser.
Well, look, he is right.
Oh,
You know what, your American
no!
Oh, Paul,
got
you
him.
can't be doing that.
They
man.
got me too.
They got
They
it.
got me
Be doing
too.
that, guys.
Oh.
that
Damn it.
was Jordan.
Oh, it's Jordan who's sitting right here. Son of a bitch.
All right. We're going on to the next, one here.
That got me too. I had no idea. We're both very bad at that. We don't
No, I
don't pick
tend
up-
to think that it's people's
yeah,
names.
no, we don't pick up on those.
All right. All right, let's do this. The
Well, Clay
Detroit
Torres is
Lions,
right.
Ziggy. The Detroit Lions. So, week 1, you have them losing to the Packers. Week 2, hosting the Chicago Bears.
I think, as said, I think the Lions might get off to a slow start. I think the same thing applies to the Bears, but the Lions are a much more talented team. They're going to be winning week 2.
Okay, so you got them 1-1 heading into their week 3 matchup at the Ravens Monday Night Football. There's no way.
They're not gonna win that game.
They're not winning that game.
Yeah.
I think it will be competitive. I like this Lions team. I would not be shocked if they win it, but having to predict, I'm giving them an L.
This is that annual Ravens home blowout against the
Yeah,
team.
well, the Lions actually have, according to strength of schedule from last year, the toughest schedule this year. And we talked about this all off season. Man, it is brutal. They have 5 primetime games, but as you're going to see as we go through this here, just a brutal schedule. Are the Knicks down 20? How are they down 20 again?
All right, Paul, let's not worry about that.
All right, week 4, hosting the Browns.
Yeah, W. The Browns might go winless again.
I was gonna say, do you have the Browns winning a game? You think or no?
They'll certainly win a game. I'm not going to pick them to win a single game. I'd rather be shocked when they win than be disappointed because I picked them to win
And they
a game.
lost.
They obviously weren't.
I
gonna
feel-
win.
Oh
yes, I
man,
feel that.
that would have been a disaster. That would have been an utter disaster. We'll move on. Week 5 at the Bengals, 425.
Loss.
Loss. Okay, 2-3.
He's Bengals 17-0.
Going into the Chiefs Sunday Night Football.
Loss.
2-4.
That's a tough
So at this
schedule.
point in time, you'll have the Packers at 5-1.
And the Lions at 2
And you're
4.
gonna have the
Everybody
Lions
is going
at
to be
2-4.
talking about the downfall of the Detroit Lions at this point.
No, but there is a world the Lions do start 2 4 at the
Like,
Chiefs.
I don't think I predicted anything crazy here. The teams I've got them losing to are Green Bay,
The Chiefs and the
Baltimore,
Ravens.
Cincinnati, and KC.
All
That's
on the
a
road,
brutal
correct?
start.
All on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's, that's vicious.
Like that's
Jinx.
I
Yeah,
like
look
this
at that.
Lions
Jinx, you owe
team.
me a
As you will
shot.
see, I like this Lions team.
Okay, here we go. Week 7.
This is where the turnaround begins.
Hosting the Buccaneers, though, again, they lost that game last year.
I think so. I understand they lost the game last year. This is where the coordinators settle in. The player talent starts to shine forth. This Detroit team is much more talented than this Tampa Bay team. They win.
Okay, you got
Then
them
they go to their bye.
3-4 heading into the bye. Coming out of it, they host the Vikings, which you have them winning, right?
Winning the bye or coming out?
Coming out of the game.
Oh, yeah, playing Minnesota. Yeah, they win.
Yeah, okay.
So he's a Viking hater.
4-4.
He's a
4-4.
Packer fan.
Huge game here. 4-4 week 10 at the Commanders, 425.
Win.
Win to go. Oh, okay. All right. At the Eagles.
I get that will be a tough game. I think this Lions team just has. I'm taking the Lions in a revenge spot all day here. Jack, you know how that works.
I love revenge spots.
There's no way the Lions are going to let themselves get caught with their pants down like they did the last time they played the Commanders.
So that will then lead us in to a week 11 game, a game that we've all been kind of waiting to see now for, at this point, probably 2 full years. The Lions at the Eagles, Sunday Night Football.
It will be a great game. It will be a tough
shorts.
game. I don't think this Eagles team is invincible. And I think the Lions do what the Eagles do about as well as the Eagles do it. It's going to come down to a battle of the offenses. I'm taking the Lions to win.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I did not
I
see
think they
that.
shock the world and announce that they are back.
That they're the-
all the stuff at the start of the season was early season woes. That this team is here to play.
I think
That they're
Philly.
top dogs.
I think Philly blows them out in that game.
That Sunday Night Football in Philly. That'll be a game where Jared Goff. I know that he shouldn't have any doubters at this point anymore, but if you want to shut people up, go into Philly and win a game on Sunday Night Football. Because I'm sure at 5-4 there will be Jared Goff doubters out there. So you got them at 6-4 heading into Week 12, and now a slew of home games here: hosting the Giants,
Win,
hosting the Packers on Thanksgiving,
win,
hosting the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football.
win.
Okay, so now what? They've rattled off 4 in a row here. Is that correct?
Oh, they're not done either.
Okay, all right. So at the Rams. So right now 9-4, Week 15 at the Rams.
I think they win that game.
Wow. Okay.
People are very high on the Rams. I think that the team is likely to have some injuries this year. I'm just not as high on the Rams as everybody else. I like this Lions team a lot.
It's looking
At
like
this point, they're fully in their groove.
it's looking like Ziggy might have the Lions as the NFC North champs here.
Hosting the Steelers 4:25.
He hates
Sunday.
us.
Yeah.
He hates us.
Jack knows.
Yeah, he
So you have
Easy
them.
Lions
You have
right
them
there.
winning. Have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll just tell you now. From that Tampa Bay game, they're winning out.
so you have them going
13-5.
13-4.
4.
So, all right.
They beat Minnesota. They beat Chicago.
Well, that's a stupid prediction from Ziggy. Like that's a ridiculous
So
prediction.
you have the Lions beating the Packers in the NFC North race.
Yep. They
Thir-
have the tiebreaker regardless, I think, even if they drop one of those games.
Okay.
Can you guess what our number
Guess
was?
what our number was.
12.
11.
11.
11 again. All right. So now. This sucks.
You might think it's stupid. This Lions team, when they're clicking, they were 15-2 last year. They can win this many games in a row.
They're not
See,
winning at the
if-
Commanders, at the Eagles, and at the Rams. They're
if-
not winning all those.
If the Lions go 13-4, or they have 13 plus wins, can you show us your main?
What?
I don't even know. All right, ready?
Cheers.
Oh, this was not how this segment was supposed to go. This was supposed to be like we're trading off.
I'm getting a little tipsy.
Okay.
Look, how about you guys just get better at predicting?
Oh, you should get better at predicting. All right. Damn it.
Oh, I'm predicting the Lions to win the NFC North. What a terrible prediction. Who could have expected that?
All right. Here we go.
Well,
Well,
the team will win total of 11.5 to win 13.
we don't know that
games.
yet. You saw the Bears and the Vikings predictions.
We got 2 more here.
I'm pretty sure at this point, mathematically, it'd be impossible for the Bears
Yeah.
and the Vikings to win the division.
Should we go a little faster pace here with this one?
Yeah, we'll be good here. Ready? The Vikings move on. All right, Ziggy.
All right,
Headphones
headphones
off.
off.
Turn away. Please don't tell me we have the same number again. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So I'm at.
We good?
No.
No.
I'm at 9, and Jack is
I'm
at
at
6.
6.
Well, 6. Yeah.
I know Ziggy hates the Vikings, but he won't admit it, so
Now
it's
we
gonna be
good.
low.
Okay. Wait 1 second. So we'll call it if he goes. Yeah. All right. We're good.
So yeah, if he gets 8 or
Yeah. No, we're good.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
Surely
Ready?
now we're good.
Yes.
Yep.
We're good. We're good. All right. We got the Vikings up here. This is important here. Let's get into the Vikings. 13 is the number to beat for the Detroit Lions for us to win the NFC North. I'm assuming
Oh,
Ziggy will have
they're
us
not
there.
beating it.
Hey, don't know spoilers. I think you might convince yourself as we go through.
this
Let's
team is
start.
terrible.
They're not terrible.
They
Come
are.
on, relax here. Let us know in the comment section right now how many wins do you think the Vikings get this year? Is it over 13? Start off week 1 at the Bears Monday Night Football, the J.J. McCarthy debut.
Yeah. Look, it's.
Oh, here we
I don't
go.
like either of these teams in this game. If I could, I'd pick them both to lose, but I do have Minnesota winning this one.
Oh, that's
What
not
do you
good.
mean
for-
I'd pick them both to the Bears and Vikings should both be solid teams.
I don't like picking a rookie quarterback in his debut or a team with a new head coach in their first debut.
Week
Shoot.
2, Sunday Night Football, hosting Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm very high on this Falcons team.
Yep.
People know that. But I've got Minnesota winning it.
All right, so
I
hey,
think that J.J.
Hey.
McCarthy gets off to a hot start.
Hey,
Michael
look at us.
Penix isn't
I'm-
that much more experienced. I
I'm-
like it.
I'm off to a brutal start.
who would have thought? Who would have thought? The Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Bengals on week 3.
We know
You
he
guys
has.
know what I'm
Yeah, we know he has there.
This
We
would
know
not
who
be
he
a
has
crazy
there.
win for the Vikings, though.
Oh,
think this would
I
be a
agree.
crazy win for the Vikings.
I don't
This
think,
would not be a
I don't
crazy
think it
win.
would be either.
Vikings have an awesome defense, we know that, and their offense.
What are the
should be
Bengals, like the
decent
Monstars?
against the horrible Bengals defense? But
See,
you have
when
okay, 2-1, 2-1.
The Vikings defense will be worse next year. The Bengals defense will be better next year.
All right, we move on to week 4, playing the Steelers in Dublin.
So the international games are tough. I never know how to predict them,
He'll pick you.
Well, he should.
He'll pick.
but
And
I
you know
hate
that.
the Steelers.
Yeah.
The Steelers might be right with the
Dude,
Browns.
you know we're winning.
Do you know-
The first thing that Jack texted to our group chat when that came out was, shit, playing the Vikings International. That's a loss. He
Well,
knows.
that's because you guys are good internationally.
Yeah, he
you're
knows.
good away from
Yeah, we have
America.
fans internationally. The Vikings in Dublin. I mean, the Vikings invade islands. That's what they do.
The Vikings are a much better team than the Steelers this year.
No, Will Howard's the same thing as JJ McCarthy.
The rest of the Vikings team is
Even
way
if
better
that
than
is
the Steelers.
true, and I don't think that's true. The Vikings team is so much better than the Steelers.
Okay, so you're
No, they're
saying
not.
that
Our
we're playing-
defense is better.
We're playing in a location where we should have more fans. Yet you're still picking.
You
the
won't
Steelers.
have more fans than us.
No, I'm picking the
we are
Vikings to
we
win.
are
No, you
an
won't.
international
No. Oh,
giant.
I picked the Vikings.
You won't.
I thought, did he not just pick the Steelers?
You pick the Steelers.
He just
I
said
picked the Steelers to lose.
No, you didn't. You just said Pittsburgh's gonna win.
I don't think Pittsburgh's going to win. I must have misspoken. On my sheet, I've got the Minnesota Vikings winning that game.
All right, fool.
all right.
The Vikings aren't good. They stink.
3-1. I think I may have talked him into that one. The Browns, Week 5 in London.
So
I'm
this is
cooked.
I love that we're getting
You're done.
2 away games for international games. I think that's great for us. The Browns, we're functionally playing a home game because we'll be acclimated. We'll already be over there. We'd beat the Browns regardless. I've got the Vikings winning this handily.
There's no way
4-1.
this crap team is 4-1. I'll bet you $1 million.
Well, let's go, baby. All right, let's keep riding. So Week 6, we have our bye coming back, and now, oh boy,
Now it
picks
gets
up.
tough.
All right, ready? Here we go. Week 7, hosting the Eagles.
Out.
Loss.
That's 4-2. Week 8 I feel like we're always at the Chargers on Thursday Night Football.
That's also a loss.
I've got that as a win.
No
I think JJ
way.
McCarthy, he knows Harbaugh inside and out. He's
Just-
able to beat his former head coach.
Ziggy, just you must have fooled me because all you do is just like your throat gets red for Justin Herbert day in and day out, and you just spew nonsense on the Vikings. Then you just turn it all around.
Yeah,
So you fooled me completely.
I think this Chargers team is good. There's no doubt about it. I think this Vikings team's able to pull off the upset on the road.
Ziggy, Week 9, we go to the Lions. Perhaps you flip your decision from earlier?
I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
B, even if I were allowed to, there's no chance.
5-3. Week 10, we're hosting the Ravens at 1 o'clock.
That's a loss.
Don't tell me why I feel good about this game. Don't ask me why I feel good about this game. I couldn't tell you why I feel good about this game.
Give it to me.
I think we're able to shut down LeBum Jackson.
So 6-3.
Well, Lamar Jackson's a great player. There's no doubt about it. But I
6-3.
like the Vikings.
Week 11, we're hosting the Bears.
Loss.
Oh, dude, come on.
That's the most of Paul. Tell me that's not the most Vikings thing in the world. You beat the Ravens at home, then you turn around and Caleb Williams comes in and knocks your socks
No,
off.
last year we showed
For
them.
the for the record, I would actually love if you beat the Ravens.
You,
Like,
oh,
I'll be
Jack,
rooting very
happy
hard
with
for you guys in that game.
that. Week 12, we go to Lambeau. You have that as a loss.
That's a loss.
Yeah,
Week 13 at Seattle.
That's also a loss. Sam Darnold revenge game.
it's a Sam Darnold revenge game, but Sam Darnold's not great.
Don't do
I
it.
don't like the Seahawks offensive line. I mean, we've got one Seahawks fan, Divine Comedy. I love you, but I've been out on the Seahawks for years, and they have not proven me wrong. I'm taking Minnesota in this game.
Huge game. Week 14, hosting the Commanders.
Will Howard is Tom Brady.
You're,
Generic
you're,
name, I
in,
agree.
you're in trouble here, Jack.
That's a win.
Great. That's 8-5 here. Hosting.
I like the Vikings at home in this spot. Again, I think this Vikings team is good. I think the defense at this point,
Wait a
JJ
second.
McCarthy's settled
Wait
in.
a second. The
He's
Packers.
better.
You had
We've
the
got
Packers at
weapons.
11 wins here. All right, let's chase them down, boys. At the Cowboys, Week 15.
Loss.
Okay, that takes us to 8-6. At the Giants, 1 o'clock, Week 16. That's a win.
Dart.
That's a win. That's a win. 9-6.
I'm still not sure Dart's playing. If he is, here's the thing: we're not facing. He's gonna have an interim head coach at that point. Head coach has been fired. Organization is in shambles. No.
And then wait, you had the Vikings losing to the Lions on Thursday night. On Thursday, yeah, Thursday. Oh my gosh, you kidding me, man? On Christmas Day. Christmas Day, we're losing to the Lions. And
What
then
do you
we're
want
turning
from
it
me?
around with a loss to the Packers to end the season. So we're going to be 9-6 with a chance to lock in the playoff spot.
And then the Vikings will let you down right when you believe in them most.
Yeah.
So 9 and 8.
That is the Minnesota Vikings in essence.
So
they
nine-
will let us down once we're there.
So
9 and 8.
Wow, you nailed it.
There we go. 9 wins, baby.
Wait, this I actually hold on. No, this is 9 also.
I
it was I did this by mistake, but this is how it's supposed to look.
Sorry,
I'm
Jack.
serious. I had
Rules-
9.
Rules are rules.
What does this
here.
look like?
Looks like a upside down 6.
Well, that's a 9.
Here, hold on.
Chat, defend me. 9.
Here you go, buddy. Sorry.
I have to.
Sorry, yeah, you lost.
Oh, it's a little shot.
You
Yeah,
need
for the
a
record,
chaser for this?
Yes.
These
All
are
right,
tiny.
Sorry,
and
I'm
our
not from
co-host-
Wisconsin. I need a chaser.
This is the guy who said he was going to drink Wisconsin under the table. By the way,
This is All right, Jack is gonna go 4 for 4 here. He's gonna. I did not anticipate taking 2 myself, but bottoms up, Jackie. All right, last one. The Chicago Bears here. So right now you got the Lions at 13.
Can we do Pittsburgh?
You can throw Pittsburgh.
we
in there.
could do Pittsburgh.
We
yeah.
never talked to Steelers. Can we please talk to
Wait, you want
Steelers?
to do Pittsburgh now?
The
Or
draft's in
No,
Pittsburgh.
we'll do Pittsburgh at the end, but we'll do.
Okay.
We
Oh,
can
we
do
got-
a Pittsburgh bonus
we got
round.
one more here.
Let me predict the Steelers.
All right, the Chicago Bears. Let us know in the chat right now how many. Yeah, the people are saying you want that shot, Jack.
It tastes good.
You want that shot. It's a Wednesday night. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, you know,
Have a shot.
Wisconsin guys are soft. I got to
Have a shot. All right, the Chicago Bears here. Ziggy, headphones off. Turn around. What do you have?
Oh,
You're gonna be low.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I got 8.
All right, Paul's 8. I have 7.
Okay, 8 and 7. Here we go. So this is gonna be this is gonna be good.
Yeah, this will be a good one.
All right, so-
Rapid fire.
Good.
Yep, we're good. See, here's the thing. It makes me think Ziggy can hear us when he goes, "You good?" I say, "We good." He immediately turns around.
What do you think Clee Torres is up to right now?
That's probably watching
Well,
the
so I
news.
started waiting 15 seconds. When I say we good, I turn on the sound a little bit. So I can
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, here we
hear. 'Cause
go.
I've got a little. When I adjust my sound, I got a little like amp box here.
I have taken 2 shots. Jack has taken 3. This is the last one. We can make
Ziggy.
this. Should we make this a real shot,
Please.
like a big boy shot?
At this point, you've got enough information to know basically.
All right,
how
let's
long
do
I
this.
Got the Bears ass.
I'm also going for a beer at the local bar and grill for this, too.
Okay, here we go.
With Clee Torres.
The Chicago Bears, week 1 against the Vikings. You have them losing that game. Week 2
Yeah.
at the Lions. You have them losing losing, right?
Yeah.
Losing that game. Week 3 hosting the Cowboys.
Rui
I don't
Tatsuya.
think that's going to be a win.
Rui Tatsuya's in the
I got
chat.
the Cowboys coming in. I believe in this Cowboys team. I think they're solid.
Oh, and
They're
3.
not great, but they're good. I think the
is not
Bears
good.
lose. Again, it's early
That's
season Ben
not
Johnson. It's going to be ugly for a few weeks.
What's up, Ryu Hitsuya? We met Ryu Hitsuya in Green Bay.
Oh, he was
Awesome
great.
dude. Week
Awesome dude.
4, he was in the Grinch costume. Week 4 at the Raiders.
That's a win. I think this Raiders team might be the worst in the NFL.
Big one right
next year.
there. Week 5 bye.
Win or loss?
I got that as a loss. I think because
The bye got some?
actually no, that because they've got the Vikings winning, the Lions losing, and expected a loss, and the Packers on bye. That's a loss in my book.
Week 6 at the Commanders. Monday Night Football. The rematch of the Hail Mary.
That has to be a loss.
That has to be a loss. I get that it's a revenge
What was I
angle.
looking at?
I do. This Commanders team is what the Bears team hopes they are.
Okay, so that's 1 and 4. This is a bad start.
The Bears stink. I don't know how you had them
Week
that high.
7 hosting the Saints. That's got to be
That's a
win.
win.
All
I
right.
think the Saints quarterback situation is in flux. I don't think they're going to get Jameis. I think it's just a nightmare in New Orleans next year.
Ryu Hitsuya says Vikings going 0-17, baby.
The Saints were bailed out by the Carr retirement. I'll give them that.
Week 8
But-
at the Ravens.
L.
Maybe a little upset, perhaps. At the Bengals, maybe an upset.
I've got that as an upset. I think the Bears win that game.
Are you serious? That's the one. That's the Bengals
Look,
game.
The Bengals, they're a good team. They're hot. There's no doubt
Huge
about
win.
it. But even a good team loses games sometimes. I think Caleb Williams has the upside to outduel them.
Okay, sorry about that.
You
That was
Jackie,
serious.
you look
Yeah,
flabbergasted.
because I think you're kidding. I think you're
Sometimes unexpected things happen.
because I
in the
think you'll be
NFL.
like, I'm kidding. Bengals.
Okay, 3 and
You're
5.
not kidding?
3 and 5 going into week 10,
This guy kills me.
hosting the New York Giants.
Yeah, that's a win.
Week 11 at the Vikings, you had as a win as well. That's 5 wins. Don't let Caleb get hot. Week 12. All right, so
It's too late. Caleb's hot.
5
Facing
wins,
Pittsburgh.
hosting the Steelers.
Yeah, that's a win.
That's
I mean,
6.
you have us
Hot.
going-
The Steelers don't have the offense to keep up.
You have us going 0-17, I think.
6 and 5 going into. This is awesome. 6 and 5 going into week 13 at the Eagles.
That's a loss.
Yeah, I can't have him win.
Okay,
that. I'm
okay.
sorry. There's no chance.
Oh, this
you're
is
not
gonna be
going into. You're not going into Philly.
This is so close.
6 and 6 at Green Bay. You had a loss, right?
Yeah, that's a loss.
6 and 7 week 15 hosting the Browns.
That's a win.
No.
I
Okay.
can't take the Browns here.
Week 16 hosting the Packers.
That's a
I
loss.
had that as a win.
No, you didn't. No,
No, when we talked about
no.
Green Bay, I said they were going to go to Chicago and lose.
He did.
No, this was in. You said there's no way the Packers lose to them 2 years in a row.
That was the first game.
Yeah, the first game they win. I had them splitting the series. Remember, we talked about that.
You must have it out for me. Do you have it out for me?
Jackie, this was public information before
you're
you made your
hearing-
prediction. This was public information.
You're taking your headphones off, pretending you're not hearing anything, and you're hearing everything.
That's just not true.
100%. All right, what number does Jack have? Let me make sure that he loses.
Jack, this was public information that I had the pack.
Yeah, Jack,
the Bears winning this
I'll
game.
start pouring your shot. So it's just one shot. Here, you wanted the New Orleans one or you wanted the Kentucky Derby one?
Hold on,
take-
we gotta finish. We gotta finish. we
Okay,
gotta
okay.
finish. Come on.
At the 49ers
That's a loss.
and hosting the Lions.
That's a loss.
So you have the Bears. Oh, as predicted by Paul, 8 and 9.
It's
on the
because
season.
Paul lived with me for 3
I mean, I
years. He
had
knows how
7. That's a
think.
good prediction.
So
Yeah,
like-
you got screwed, Jack.
One game off is a good prediction. I mean, like,
If the Packers win both games like they're supposed to, it'll happen.
yeah.
so
You know, John S. is also outraged. He put a super chat in. How do the Bengals beat Green Bay, but the Bears beat the Bengals? That's wild. Any given Sunday, baby.
yeah,
Weird stuff happens.
you never know. So you have the Lions at 13 wins, winning the division. Packers at 11, Vikings at 9.
Can I
And the
just do
Bears at 8.
Pittsburgh's schedule quickly? I'll do it legit, and then we can end the show.
Yeah, John. Yeah, okay.
Well, then we'll go to Q&A real quick.
real
and then
quickly
we'll-
after.
There's a couple Q&As.
real quick, Jack. Punishment fits the crime.
There's actually there's only one question in the Q&A to really ask.
Sorry
This is
about
from
that,
Michael
Jack.
Merrill. Would you say the Packers versus Eagles the game of the season for the Packers? Redemption
4.
from last year.
Packers at the Eagles is game of the year for Green Bay. I actually think it might be the Lion game.
Someone pull me up
It might-
another
like,
shot
I
of
think
whiskey.
the Packers, they have to win the division this year. You can't go on the road. And you can lose to Philly and still win the division.
Cheers.
You can beat Philly and still lose the division.
Cheers.
The games for them this year,
Well
they
played.
have to beat
I'm gonna
Detroit
need
twice.
some whiskey glasses.
If I'm gonna make it
This
through,
year-
Right,
so
like in my
I'm with you.
prediction, if they beat Detroit on the road, you flip it. They win. They win the division if they're able to do that.
Yeah, I think the game now. The Eagles game is going to be huge, but I do think that coming down to it is going to be, can they beat the Lions next year? I could
In
say
the
the two
NFL,
Lions
winning
games.
the division is so important for the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Knicks down 25. Here they come.
Here they come. 6 minutes
Here
left.
they
I can't
come.
believe they go down again. Jeez, horrendous. Okay, we'll finish it off here. You want to do the Steelers schedule?
Yeah, let me predict
Producer
it.
Zach, can we throw up the Steelers schedule? Do we have that on
I never
hand?
get any Pittsburgh love.
No,
We don't have the
I
Steelers.
sent it to the show email.
you did not.
Producer Zach says he didn't get Jack walking off here. $2 from John. He
It's in,
says
a, it's in a
cheers.
separate email. It's in a separate email, producer Zach.
All right, Producer Zach, would you mind throwing that up while we get ready here?
Be a
okay.
good producer. Be a
Oh,
good producer.
Wow.
Don't tell me what to do.
So producer Zach is going to throw up the Steelers schedule here.
I'm
and
gonna
Jack's
go
going to
over
go through it and run through this, and then we'll
And
wrap
you
it
guys,
up here.
you guys can agree or not.
Feel free, guys, to send in any questions you have into the chat here. We appreciate everyone who's been listening throughout this schedule release episode. So
I mean,
Ziggy,
we've had 200. We beat Tom Grossi tonight. In terms of the number of loyal, committed fans who are here, we appreciate you all.
yeah, I haven't seen Grossi stream. I'm sure he's doing
I know, he's
unbelievably
doing way
well.
better. I'm just messing around. But can we get Pittsburgh up here, producer Zach?
Yeah, I'm gonna predict
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
you guys keep talking.
Producer Zach is working on it right now.
And you
It's,
tell
it's crazy that I sent this to producer Zach and he's acting like I didn't.
Yeah, well,
Crystal Dye brings up a good point here. We were talking about best games of the season. If Aaron Rodgers, assuming the handshake deal is correct and that he's going to be a Steeler, the Packers going to the Steelers is going to be an awesome game. Like the media is going to run wild.
Do you remember I staked my rep on the Super Bowl when you fools thought the Chiefs would win? I said the Phillies gonna win this game.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I will also stake my rep that we beat the Packers in Pittsburgh Sunday Night Football. There is no way the Packers beat us in that game. Absolutely no way.
That will get a little testy between you and the listener base here.
I know.
Look,
The
there's nothing wrong
Packers
with
will
it.
not beat us that night in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's a tough place to play. Weird things happen.
Towels
in
are
that
flying. It's prime time.
Oh, John S. asked, "Where's my Packers jersey?" Yeah, I don't have one.
stadium. The Steelers, I will say though, Jack, I don't have very high expectations.
Look at that
Well-
Steelers grab.
There it
Producer
is.
Zach, where do you get that?
I'm going to predict.
Oh, look at producer Zach in live time here with the Steelers schedule. All right, I'm gonna pull it up, Jack, so we can run through this bad boy. Pittsburgh Steelers 2025. Let's do
I
this.
think actually now I think about it, I think I have every NFC North team hitting the over on their win total next year. which might sound crazy, but they did it last year.
Do
So.
you like win totals, Ziggy?
Let's do this. You
Yeah.
ready? Steelers 2025 schedule. Jack, you good to go?
Yes.
Here, Jack, take off your headsets and close your eyes real quick. I want to hear Ziggy guess how many.
Okay.
All right, Ziggy, how many wins do you think he's going to get?
Jack, I think he's going. I'm predicting 12.
12 wins for the Steelers? All right.
Chat, this is what
Oh, I
happens
just
when you
said-
come after producer Zach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy,
so
yeah.
this
is
I'm just
what
gonna
happens
announce
when
it
you come
out
after
loud right
producers.
now.
I'm
Now
legit-
Jack's gonna screw me on purpose. Why is the Steelers schedule over my face?
This
by
is
the
what
way?
happens when you come after producer Zach. You get kicked off the show.
Oh, boo. People aren't going to like that.
I'm legitimately picking what I think's gonna happen, like I did last year.
All right, let's do this.
I was
The
wrong last
Steelers,
year.
week 1 at the Jets.
Home game, field stinks, win. 1-0.
Hosting Seattle, week 2, 1 o'clock.
Hard to fly west to east. 10 a.m. game for Seattle. Pittsburgh wins 2-0.
2-0. At New England, week 3.
They stink 3-0.
Hosting the Vikings in Dublin. I'm not hosting, but in Dublin against the
You'll
Vikings.
have no
I should
fans
have
there.
gone my instincts for Jack. My instincts were 13 wins.
You'll have no fans there. We'll have 100% of the fans. We
We'll
win.
have more fans with you.
No, you won't. You don't have fans.
So you're giving that to the Steelers?
Yes.
Are you
4-0.
sure?
Mhm.
Okay, just saying. We'll have a little side bet for that game.
You have no fans.
I think we have better fans than Steelers. We certainly have better fans than the Steelers.
You don't know. This is gonna just piss me off now.
Week 6 after your week 5 bye, coming back from Dublin, hosting the Browns. 4-0.
Win.
Steelers are feeling really good here at 5-0 going into their week 7 game at the Bengals.
Do you know Will Howard's Tom Brady? That's a win.
In Ohio. I mean, that's where he.
Yeah, we dominate Ohio. Howard's from Ohio.
Oh, yeah, he's 6-0 here. Week 8 hosting the Packers. You just
I just
take your
take my
reputation on that.
reputation, that's a
7-0
win.
hosting the Colts. Week 9.
They stink. Win.
I don't see why I would stop there. 8-0 at the Chargers Sunday Night Football.
Home game. Win.
9-0 hosting the Bengals.
Win. I'll be there.
10-0 at the Bears.
Yeah, you know how I feel about them. They're terrible.
Okay,
Win.
11-0 heading into our Week 13 game. This is going to be probably the CBS game of the week, 4:25, hosting the Bills.
Win. Heinz doesn't
He
be.
can't even believe himself anymore
Pittsburgh
here.
will be on fire that day.
At the Ravens, Week 14.
We own them in Baltimore, except
So-
for last year.
So
But
that'll move to
We'll get back on track. Win.
13. Okay, 13-0. Hosting producers X Dolphins, Week 15.
Monday Night Football, right?
Monday Night Football.
Please.
That's cold weather.
Cold
too.
weather. Win.
14-0 going to Detroit, Week 16.
We'll have the number 1 seed locked up at that point, so we'll probably rest some starters, and we'll still win.
Okay, 15-0 at the Browns.
That's a win.
The 16-0 and Week 17 hosting the Ravens.
Win.
Are you going for the
We're going
undefeated record?
17-0.
Okay.
Okay, see, I tried to make an actual prediction.
I made an actual prediction. I don't think we're losing
He
a
did
game.
have the Vikings winning 13 games last year.
Yeah.
To be fair to Jack. Look at these people going, no way, the Steelers.
I don't think we're losing.
No, Jack, once he said 17-0, this is just.
All right. Maybe after we rest the starters, Detroit beats us. A
Wait,
16-1.
Jack, there's a problem. Our member A. Cook says he has a hard time seeing more than 2 losses on the Giants' schedule.
Oh,
So does
Jack
that-
Jack
does
was
that create a
actually
problem
saying,
for
Oh,
the Steelers.
The Giants' schedule works out great for me. They're going to start 0-4, and then Jackson Dart will come in and beat the Saints. Then he'll host the Eagles in primetime, and that's when the whole world was like, yep.
who were the Giants' first 4 games were
They're
at
hard.
Washington, at Dallas, hosting the Chiefs, and hosting the Chargers.
They'll be 0-4 with Russ.
And then they go to New Orleans.
Yes, then Dart comes in, he wins in New Orleans.
And then they get Philly
Then they
at
get
Denver,
Philly
hosting
at
the
home.
Eagles.
Then they get Philly at
or
home.
at Eagles.
And when he wins that game, everyone's like, yep, Jack was correct.
And then they go to Denver and they get Philly again. So, okay. So you think Jackson Dart comes in quick 3-game winning streak?
Yes.
That would be something.
And
Around
Pittsburgh-
here, it would get crazy.
My Super Bowl prediction right now, Steelers-Giants.
Oh, welcome to the PFS Army, RBF. Thank you for joining. Will Howard
Is
MVP. from
RBF, who I
Connecticut.
think it is.
In all likelihood. I think that
It's very
would be
easy.
my father.
It
Probably.
It is.
Well, thanks for joining, Dad. All right.
There's a
so
new best Robert on this show. That's all I'm saying.
I love how I say 17-0. And one comment here, I lost. I forget who said it. Was no way the Steelers beat the Bills. LMAO.
You're at 16-1's a very reasonable.
yeah.
prediction.
16. Maybe 16-1. The Bills beat us.
that's the one that gets him to that Bills game.
Yeah, the Bills will beat us.
The Steelers Bills is going to be that'll be a slaughterhouse.
That's Pittsburgh. We're gonna slaughter them.
Oh, in Pittsburgh? Sorry, in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh you'll be okay. The Detroit game will be a slaughter.
We'll rest starters at that.
Resting the starters. All right, we appreciate everyone for listening to the schedule prediction episode right here. Going over a few games. I mean, I'm sure we'll be going back and forth to these schedules throughout the rest of the offseason. It was fun today. You got a little bit of a sprinkle of the NFL season, and then we go right back into hibernation now up until late July when training camps get underway, and then it really picks up. So the final little touch here of the offseason fun, and we'll continue to do games and previews and stuff, and we'll have a good time. Are the Bills still good? From John S. I think the Bills is a great team. One-man offense. That's all you need.
Do you think Chiefs fans ever get tired of having to play every single game in prime time?
How many do they have this year?
I think if you count the international games and the rest, I think they have 9 or 10 games outside of the regular slot.
I thought I saw 9 for them this year because they had the 7th toughest schedule. Yeah, they had 7 primetime games. Sao Paulo against the Chargers, at the Giants, at the Jaguars. I mean, these are hosting the Commanders, at the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, Texans, Broncos on Christmas, and Raiders. Well, Raiders is not primetime. But the primetime games aren't that bad. All right, so